Right, for those interested, I'll show you the kind of process I go through. This is how it's arrived, or how I picked it up, whatever you want to. I've not touched it. I've really not touched it. It is as it is, and I'll just turn it down a sec. And I always go in for a penny in for a pound. You shouldn't really, but I've not opened the box. But here we go. I know what it's going to do because I've already. See, the three lights are on. That's a good sign, because normally one of these two comes on. So there's obviously a faulty bleed. You can tell by hear the sound, and that's about all it does. There's no stock switches. Oh, that one might be. So your stock switch might stop. So straight away, that's not right. That's okay. So you kind of just do a little check over. They're okay. It's obviously not going to boot up. So what I'll do is I'll keep adding to this video as I do bits. I'll show people what I do. So there you go. I'll unplug that, and the first thing I shall do is take the ROM cartridge out and have a look at that. So see you in a bit. Alright, just a quick. Right, I've took the cover off, and this one has got the 4 ROMs. Which is fine, so 4 ROMs there. A, B, C, D. Abracadabra almost, isn't it? So I always pull it out, just check the pins. Because any pins sort of, if it's been pulled out and pushed back in, you see, with and any of the pins to the side, it ain't going to work. So it's always worth just checking the pins. First thing, easy things for me. There's a wire out here. But that's out the block. There's a block there behind. You can see that with a wire at the top and the bottom. That's the percentage. Yes, black box has percentage. Some of you know this. So yeah, in the middle is in the middle. I think at the top is high percentage. At the top is low. It was out, but that won't make no difference because the middle one doesn't. If you look on there, you can see a wire at the top and one at the bottom. The middle one doesn't have one, and that can go in either of 3 of them for, like I say, for high, middle, or low percentage. So yeah. I'll check the ROM cartridge and I'll plug that back in and I'll try the machine again, you see. So sometimes pulling it out, just push it, sometimes leaving them ROMs up, the back and the front, just so the pins move slightly, then push them back down, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, another part. Right, block, the percentage block is back on and it's on high percentage. Steve's Fruities always has the best percentages in his machines. So yeah, high percentage, so that's back on. Not that's not going to make any difference to this machine. I've ROM cartridge back in, so we try it again. So yeah, right, the next stage, I don't know whether this has ever been opened because the seals are still there. Oh, they're the black box original seals. So no. But it's always worth a try. It is always worth a try with the ROM cartridge. Sometimes it's enough. So, see you in a bit. Right. It has been out before. The seals weren't sort of intact. Right, this is the unit, the black box unit. Right, and it's got the NavRam board fitted, which is that. That goes to another board that's inside that cage. That has the battery on. You might just see it through there, but where that loom goes. And I've seen it more than once where the battery rot has gone all the way down the loom onto the board. Seems to be okay in this case. But luckily all these machines will run without the extra NavRam chip, so it doesn't matter. There's a data collection there, so I'm not worried about that. That'll come off. What I should do is narrow down which side it is. Basically, it's not very complicated. That's where your program cartridge goes. So this is basically your game side. This controls the game. It's got your what you call it, the bloody this doesn't have a RAM. It has a built-in RAM inside the CPU, which is quite good. That's probably why they're quite reliable, these. The 6802, there it is. That's the 6802 system. That's your CPU and your RAM in one. There's no separate RAM on these, like MPU3s and that. So I'm guessing these are game decoders and buffers, and so I don't know all the ins and outs. So you know, I'm no expert. Honestly, I'm no expert. It's only stuff that I've found out, worked out, whatever. So that's your I don't know what they call them. Your CPU, not your CPU. That's the CPU. Stroke RAM. That's your oh god, there's a certain name for them. I can't think of it. Anyway, there's 154 ends. There's 2 of them there. I think they're something to do with the game. I think they are. I mean, that chip there. Oh no, I thought they got a little cracker. And anyway, on this side of the black box, again, I'm no expert. It's basically your lamps and your switches. Like, does all the work. As you can see, it's got your triacs. It's got your reefer capacitors. They're always cracked on these. Don't worry about it. They're always cracked. I've known people who've replaced all of them. They don't seem to make any difference. And these have got your famous 4099s. They're all 4099s, which are basically does the job of 8 relays. I think they're what they call 8 bits. So I think they do the job of 8 relays. One of them, and I'm pretty sure that's so your nudges can't nudge up and down at the same time, kind of thing. I think that's what I was told. So yeah, your 4099s basically. Lamps, switches, all that kind of stuff on that side. So what I should do, I will narrow it down by taking a side off. I've got yeah, I could cheat. I've got working black boxes already made. I could cheat, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do it properly. And there, I've got some black box sides, both sides. Some of them have already been. I put a question mark, so I'm not sure of that, so I might try that first. That one's a no boot, like that one. This one's the start button. I'm sure that one works, but then you press the start button. I've got to sort of narrow down more component wise why, you know, these are not working. I mean, that's something I will do in time. I always say that I'll do it in time. That's possibly a working one because it's got nothing marked. So I sometimes give these a go. It says start button, so if it does the same behaviour in this one, then I know that's that. Anyway, that says no boots, that's a question mark. And on the other side ones, these are, to be honest with you, these are less problematic. Normally the only thing that goes wrong with these is the odd 4099, which means it won't sort of, they can stop a machine booting, these other sides, but they do things like that says no real spin. That'll be one of them 4099s if that's the case. So yeah, these are less. Yeah, I've even got one. It works okay for older cage with no small board, which is basically the Navran board. Do not use with the newer cage. So yeah, there's a few various revisions. A couple here in that. More here. This one's got lamp problem. I'm pretty sure that's some lamps flash that shouldn't. Again, that's possibly a 4099. Or it could be one of the smaller components, you know. And these are out of Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter was a working machine, but the lights used to sort of leak into each other, and when I changed the boards it stopped doing it, so it's one of these two. I've got both of them boards out of Mad Hatter. That was ages ago. I'm pretty sure that's a working one. Look at that. That's got the older ICs. Look, these CAN ICs, they're really old. Because later on you see they have the 2 little chips there, see just above the blue plug. 2 little chips. The earlier ones have them little cans, so there's an interesting point for those who are like the technical stuff. Like I say, I could just cheat and slip a working black box in and it's away, and then tell you all I fixed it and go, yay, another one Steve's fixed. Easy, innit? But now I want to find out which side this is. It might only be the one side. I'll give you my suspicion, and I will put all these videos together. My suspicion is it's this side. That's my suspicion. All 3 lights are on, so the voltages are okay. So that tells me the cages, because obviously the cage is another issue. It's got the high voltage transistor, and it's got the whatchamacallit in the cage as well. The AC/DC. I've got them as well. What they call them? I wish I'm jabbling away, and I don't know the names of the bridge rectifier. I have got some somewhere. I've got loads of them there. Look at them. Black box bridge rectifiers. I've got loads of them. They're almost a service part that goes on black boxes. Is the bridge rectifier. I've got loads of them. That bag's full of them. And there's 4 there. There's another 12 or 8 in there. So the thing is with me, if I need something like a bridge rectifier, if I need one bridge rectifier and they're like a couple of quid each, I don't see the point in buying one, so I'll just buy 10. Just buy 10 of them. Got them then. That's why I've got no money. Yeah, I know. Bridge rectifiers. Well, I might change the bridge rectifiers, but we'll try the board size first. Anyway, so what I should change that side there for one of them, maybe that question mark one, and then I'll see what happens. So see you in a bit. Right, so I hope I'm not boring the shit out of people. I really do, because this is right. As you can see, I'm in the black box now, and I was just wanting to show you the Navram board, because people go, "What's that?" There it is. That's the Navram board. It's got a Navram chip there, which is basically a RAM extender, so it's got more memory. But look at the big blue battery in that, and it's fell apart. It looks like the cap of it's there. I'm not quite sure. I mean, then these boards are normally ravaged. This one is actually not too bad. But I'm pretty sure that battery's actually fell apart somehow. That's why I wanted to show. It's weird, but that's the battery. I mean, look at that for a battery. That is an old one. Oh, right, okay. That should be connected to... Oh, right, I've got it now. So there you go. That's the battery. Your bridge rectifier's there. So I've got that. I'm trying to think what that range is, because some of them have these. That might be the voltage controller. But yeah. Well, that might be the data collection actually. I'm not sure what that is, if I'm honest. Some of them have that. But there you go, there's your bridge rec. So that ideally could get changed while you're in there, you know what I mean? But I won't for now, I'll see what happens. But there's your nav RAM. I shall take that out. So see you in a minute. Haha, back again. There's the nav RAM board, look at that. That is all green. The whole thing is green. So yeah, there you go. Like I say, this is not needed, so it can be thrown away or whatever. There's a battery and there's a connection. But I shall keep that IC. I don't know why, I've kept them all. I don't know why, I've got a few of them. But that wire is absolutely stiff where the corrosion has obviously started to go up it. So yeah, that's your Navram board. You don't need that. So leaves a nice little hole in there where the battery, you can see where the battery rot has sort of gone on the metal of that. There's a bit of battery in here, yeah, look. This is what I've discovered in these old machines. Right, okay, so I'll put another side on and we'll give this a go. See you in a minute. Right, I've put the one in that says start button. So I should just stick that there. But I put the one that, because I want to see my boots. The no boot and the question mark one. Woo, that doesn't sound very good, does it? Ah, there you go, it's span. Well, that soundboard sounds wonky, doesn't it? Oh, there you go. But it says start button. But there you go. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, so I'm tickled pink by that. Ah, that grabber win. That's going to be step. Okay. Anyway, never mind that. Ooh, see this is why we do this shit. But it says start button, so I'm going to put 10p in. But I know, but this tells me that the other side is okay and the cage is okay. That's the important thing. Oh God, I'm always too bloody. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Oh, I can get that switch. There you go, got the switch. Yeah. There you go. But it credited, because I've done the switch at the back, the old 10p. But I haven't been able to open this top door because I ain't got the key. But I'll be able to get that from the back. But look. So that means that board's marked up right. But what I'm going to do, because I like doing stuff like that, I'm going to switch it off and back on again. but I'm going to twiddle that volume. There's the board there. See that board down there? The volume is there at the top left hand corner. So I'm going to give that a few twizzles backwards and forwards, because that might improve the sound, because I might be dusting that pot, you see. But if not, the sound chip is there at the bottom. That is the sound chip on these things. So I've got a spare one of them anyway, but right. That is bad, isn't it? Now it's not going to boot, but it did boot, and that's the important thing. It did boot on that board, so it's not going to boot this time, although the reels are stiff. So yeah, there you go. That's where we've got so far. If you're still watching, we've seen it boot, but it's not going to boot this time. But there you go. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. Where the 50 volts not come on, but we shall try another board. Okay. See you in a bit. Right. I've took the one that says start button back out, and I've put the one that's not marked with anything in, and it looks like it's booted. Yeah, I put the one that's not marked with anything. I mean, obviously lamps and stuff like that is minor detail in it at this moment in time. I mean, I can see that they're all working all the way up like that, and obviously the steps start a nudge. They're all working. Oh, that's quite cool. Unfortunately with these, there's not one in the middle. Oh, they all work. It's all them steps. So, right, have I got any? I'm going to try a couple. Have I got a 2p? I've got a 2p game, because I've got 2p games everywhere, haven't I? Right. If this works, it'll be the first play. Well, it won't be the first play. It'll be. Oh, come on. So I haven't looked at the coin. Oh, that doesn't sound... Oh, easy. Oh! That stopped my... I don't know. Oh, okay. So we have a credit. But we have... I haven't looked at the start button. You see that I need to. I should look at the start button at the back, shouldn't I? There could be a wire off it, you know. I haven't even looked. Don't look like it though, but I have to put my hand in there, or the switch could be dicky, you know. But you never know with these things. Because the start button's right over there, you see. Can't really get your bloody hands in there and see at the same time. I can't reach it. Right, okay. I mean that. It's going to take serious negotiations with the government to come up with an offer that we can put to our members. We cannot have another meeting like the last. But there you go. I'll have a look at them switches, because I got to. I'm not sure if the switches will stop it working. I can't even hear a click. So you hear a click? Click. I can't hear a click. Right, I'll stop this video and I'll have a little investigation. So see you in a bit. Alright, I'm literally going through every stage for people. Right, I've took out that whole button one. It works fine. So obviously that button needs cleaning. I've took out the start one over there. Managed to get it. And that clicks as well. I can hear it clicking, but not clicking when you put the start button. So what I'm going to do is get them out a sec, if I can. Pain in the arse. See, I've got that one out. This is just needs to clean, give them a bit of a clean out, because you need that distinct. Some techs won't boot up if any switches are stuck on. I think System 8 is one of them. So you click, click, click nicely. So I'm going to get that one out and just give them a clean round. So that's the plan before I boot this up again. So see you in a minute. Right, another section of this. I'll tell you what I've done, because obviously I've took the tubes out so I could access the start button easier. I had to get the whole start button out. I couldn't just do it from the back. I had to use them, because they put the little plastic thing on the back. They put them in like their life depends on it. Anyway, I've put them back in. I've done this one so you can, like I can hear now, so you can that distinct. That done. They were okay anyway on the top one. I've wedged the top open, and I've also taped the two switches on the end, because some of these black boxes get moody with these switches. So I've taped them so it thinks the door's shut. You can see on the conversion, look, they made a right mess of the old mask. I just put a new one in. All they've done is snap the old one out and put a new one in. There you go. But it is a conversion, we already know this. But at least now I can get to the Coimex, and the micro switches are open, they're not covered, so that might help a bit. So we'll see what happens. I've left the same boards in, so I honestly don't know what it's going to do. These bloody things are so unpredictable, but obviously it's a little bit more open now, so let's see. Kind of got used to that sound. Reel should spin if it's going to boot. And all the lights there is a good sign that they've indexed properly. Well, you know, there's no issues with. Right, here we go again. Here we go again. I don't know what's going to happen here, so we'll stick five credits on. There you go. At least that did works. There you go. See, so the start button, the switch, you know, and if you didn't know that, you could spend ages changing stuff like the boards and that. And this is how you have to get into it. It's a lot. I'm so pleased. So yeah, it's kind of a process you go through, you know. Right, we'll put some more credits on. But yeah, hope people enjoy this video, because I'm going to link them all up, and then I'll do a first plays once I might have to put another soundboard in it. I don't know yet. Oh, let's see. See, that works fine. There you go, it pays out too. No coins in it, remember, there's no tubes. And so, here we go. It's basically Super Climber sounds in it, but it's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. I just love the sounds. I love the sounds, I don't. There you go, it's consolation. Oh, 2p. So that actually weren't too bad. I've had a lot worse, but it's kind of, I've just wanted to show people who are interested the kind of process that I go through, because I'm sure some people think I just pick them up and they work. I bloody wish. I bloody wish. And it's still not out of the woods, because, you know, it's working now, which is good, but, you know, I'll put it back together. It's in nice condition. I've said all this when I bought it. So love all that. 4 nudges or 8p. Oh right, there's no 8p win on there to see, but ooh, oh. And there you go. So what I'll do is I shall put that back together. I'll see what lamps are out, because it looked like there was a few lamps out in that top bit. So of course I've got the switches doctored with the tape, which means I can have the door open and I can replace the lamps easily. You see, I'm all for the easy life. I really am. Unfortunately, they don't light up or nothing, them. That looks lovely. They're all working, that's fine. They're all working. All the steps are working, the grabber wheel. So all them lamps are on. That step, that, yeah. All right, okay. Oh, they're all working. Yeah, they're all working. That is unusual. You expect to see a few lamps out. Honestly, it looks like they're all lighted. Yep, they're all working. I know I'm getting a bit obsessive. I know the feature hold works. They're all working. Yep. Steps. Got to grab a win. And then step there, the 50, and then down there. There you go. Happy days. See you in a bit. Hope you enjoyed that. That's Steve's Fruities on the rat. I've only tried one board. I could try others, but I can't be asked. It's working now, so I'll leave that. My kind of motto is it's working, so don't pee about with it now. I mean, I've got all these boards here. I could sit here all day and take them in and out. I don't see the point. I might change the soundboard for the one out of the one that's not working, the Climax, because I know that's got a good soundboard. So I might change that soundboard to get a nice clear sound on this. But that soundboard works, but I think it's going to need a new sound chip on it. So, or the buffer IC that buffers it. But there you go. I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. Black box fun, I suppose. Yeah, black box fun. It's going to be quite a long video. So anyway, so the next video will be a first plays on this once I've put all the bits and pieces back in it. See you in a bit.